everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bytes Whiskey Reviews with a gaming twist. I'm Clifton, and welcome to another Thursday night live stream. The last stream before I go into the quarterfinals of Map Madness. So, thanks to friend of the show and friend of my real life, Brandon, or y'all may know him as Brandy, I have a flight of I didn't realize, but 6 whiskeys. It's gonna be a long night. I'll try to keep it to the hour though. So I have 6 different whiskeys, along with questions for each of them, and I'm going to be doing a bit of a practice round for Map Madness. So this is completely blind. I have the questions already entered in the StreamYard thanks to my husband. So I'm really looking forward to doing this and seeing how well I do because honestly, y'all, I'm nervous. I'm like I love Kira and Cam so much, and not that I didn't love, like Perry, obviously he's here. But man, I am nervous this round. So I'm so excited to see how tonight goes, and then hopefully if I do well, then maybe I'll do well tomorrow. If I do bad, we'll see. So hope y'all are having a good night. Hello to people on Facebook as well. I decided to stream on both at this time. I haven't done that in a while, so just testing it out here tonight. But hello I can see everyone's chats. So no matter where you are, I can see you. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I saw the Don and the Donnies were here earlier. I think it's funny. Don, Donnie, and Swan are all here to support me. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, Perry's here as well. Y'all go check out the replay of his stream. He was live earlier tonight. So I caught a little bit of that. I had to go eat dinner. And Cam was also live with our one and only ADHD Whiskey was on this channel. So been a fun night of streams. Hopefully y'all are having a good night so far. I know Fred Minnick was live earlier. He still might be live. I don't know. But thank y'all for taking the time to watch this or be here with me, whether you're live or watching the replay. Wherever you're watching, make sure to hit the thumbs up. And if you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite pour of tonight is going to be or will be. You'll see it in the after. I'll put chapter markers and things like that. But for everyone here live, y'all are gonna get revealed these along with me of what I'm drinking. I don't know if Brandon's here in the chat yet, but thank you again to Brandon for putting this together. I see Chris in the chat. What's up, Chris? Good to see you. Who else? Mr. Whiskey Shits. Awesome. Good to see you. Another awesome channel, Live Wire Whiskey. Y'all go check them out. Zophir's in the chat. Brandon, there he is. There we go. No worries. So tonight's stream is brought to you by Brandon. Emily Chambers in the house. Hello, Emily. Good to see you. Emily is an incredible mod here, along with Donnie and Brandon, as well as some Bite Club members and patrons here in the chat. So I appreciate everyone showing up. Hopefully you'll be rooting for me. I mean, you can root for more than one people tomorrow. I mean, I love Kira. I want her to win, but also I want to win. I get a little competitive. But tonight should be a lot of fun. Maybe give me an idea of how I'm going to do, but maybe not. We'll see. Well, since we do have 6 whiskeys to get through here, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this flight. Let me know in the chat what you guys are drinking if you're drinking along with me. Would love to know what you guys are sipping on because I don't know what I'm drinking. Normally I know, but it's so interesting to see what's to come tonight. So let's find out. Lil in the house. What's up, Lil? Good to see you, Lil. Hope you're doing well. Independent Joe is here. I talked a good bit to him last night over on where were we? Whiskey Eyes stream last night. Thank you so much for dropping the link to the Patreon. Yes. Speaking of Patreon, y'all actually get something awesome this week. So my podcast that's coming out tomorrow is a blind. It's not a blind. It's actually Brandon's actually in the podcast tomorrow. It's a flight of 3 different Jack Daniel's Coy Hill single barrels. And they're all hazmat. So that should be a ton of fun. That's going to come out on the podcast tomorrow morning. If y'all are not yet following the Bourbon Bytes podcast, you can find it wherever you get your podcast. There's also a link down in the description below to that. But patrons actually get access to a bonus episode of the podcast where we're going to go back through and we're going to add water to the different Jack Daniel's Coy Hill, see if it opens them up a bit, and maybe it might change which one was our favorite. So if you're a patron for as little as $2 a month, you get access to that episode, as well as other fun content to help shape the future of the show, including hangouts, polls, and lots of fun Patreon exclusives. So if you want to support the show, thank you, Joe, for dropping the link. Let's see who else is here. Well, first super chat of the night. Wow. Thank you so much, Don Nishida. You got this. Hey, Don, I appreciate that. I don't know how well I'm going to do tonight or tomorrow, but I appreciate the support. I mean, always nice to have you guys rooting for me in the background. I know there's a lot of other favorites that are going to be competing tomorrow night, but I being a small guy, I don't know, being a smaller channel, I think, not in terms of subscribers, but in terms of viewers, it really means a lot to have you guys there supporting me. So, Speaking of small channels, Fifth Quarter Tailgate is one of the newest Whiskey Tube channels. Our good friend Scott Pigsley, go subscribe to his channel. If someone wants to drop his link. Jason the Mashin Drum is here. So if y'all don't know, Jason and I, along with the Rock Gut Review and the Whiskey Dick, do a live stream every Tuesday night. Now we switched to Tuesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, where we do, I almost said Drums and Drams. Dungeons and Drams, which is a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Tons of fun. It gets a little crazy every time we do it. So we're only like 4 or 5 episodes in, so you have plenty of time to get caught up. But it's a ton of fun hanging with those guys every Tuesday night. So that link is also down in the description. But good to see you, Jason. Thanks for stopping in. Cool. I think we are caught up. So Biking Bourbon's here as well. What's up, Biking Bourbon? Good to see you. All right, so like I said, we got 6 whiskeys to go through. We have a nosing question and a taste question for each of these. So we're going to go ahead and, first of all, shout out Donnie's super chat. Go, Cliffy, go. Run that bus over the competition. Well, hey, Donnie, thank you so much. I mean, you've been one of the supporters for the longest time, along with Don Nishida. So y'all are awesome. Thank y'all so much for the support. Chris Tats, all the way from Australia, with Lil. He says, hey there, Clifton, and happy Easter to all of us. Good Friday over here. Yes, happy Easter. Hope y'all have a wonderful holiday weekend. I thought about it, I was like, I could do something Easter, but Women of Whiskeys last night did the best Easter stream I've ever seen. They like hid Easter eggs around, and those are the prizes for the giveaway. Such an awesome job. Y'all go check out Women of Whiskeys. They're such a cool channel. Bourbon Noob is here for the baseball booties. Yeah, it's kind of an inside joke, but not really. If y'all were members of the Bourbon Bytes Discord server, see the little plug there. So I have my own Discord server. You can go to bourbonbytes.com. The link to it is at the bottom of that link tree. It's where we do fun hangouts. We do some memes and chugs referring to the baseball booties. You'll have to go on Discord to see what I mean, but it's a very nice booty is all I got to say. And Wesley Zeller's also in the house, another incredible supporter of the show and patron. Wesley, hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. All right, so let's go and get sample A poured. So like I said, I got a nosing question and a tasting question on each of these. So I'm not going to drink them all because I would get way too drunk way too quick. So, all right, sample A is poured. Let's go in and let's pull up our questions, shall we? So I have the nosing questions here. So the question for the A, what is this distillery based on the nose? Oh, okay, let me reset my palate before we go on. By the way, I'm keeping this simple. So basically, I get a point if I get it right. I don't get a point if I get it wrong. Not the full official scoring system that Matt has in place. This is just kind of for fun tonight. So we'll see how I do. I'll keep track of my own score, and then we'll reveal the results at the end. All right. I don't have a timer either. So let me just go ahead and give this a nose. Ooh, very desserty. Okay, that gives me some ideas there. Smells pretty high proof. I know I'm not guessing proof, but that smells so familiar. Oh man, Brandon. I know he's over there like giggling in the background, just like waiting to hear what I have to say about these. So I don't know the theme. I don't know if they're all bourbon. I don't know if they're rye, or they could even be Scotch. I don't know. But on the nose, that smells really high proof. Biking Bourbon says, is Clifton going to be overserved tonight? Well, I did just pour just a little bit, so we'll see. Heather Starkey in the house. What's up, Heather? Long time no see. I think I haven't seen you. I mean, you pop into the hangouts every now and then, but so good to see you. All right, on the nose, the distillery. I'm just going to go ahead and guess. That smells so familiar. I mean, I'm torn because it's so hard on the nose. Like, it kind of goes banana because I almost want to say like something like Jack Daniels, but it smells really high proof. I'm gonna say Old Forester on the nose question. Just first impression. Now I might taste it and have something different, but that smells really good and really high proof. So let's go ahead and taste that. Wait, why is Perry saying boo? Wait, what'd I say? Because I gave a little pour. I don't know why Perry's wooing me. He wants me to lose. Deathless Dogs in the house. What's up? I was also hanging with them on over on Whiskey Eyes last night. Good to see you again. So all right. So my answer is locked in for the nose. I said Old Forester. I don't know how accurate that is. But let's go and go to the tasting question for sample A. So the tasting question on A is, what is the proof? Ooh, well, I already know it's high. So let's go ahead and go ahead and try it. Cheers, guys, and let me know in the chat what y'all are drinking. Well, I was wrong on the distillery. That's not Old Forester. It's hot though. It almost tastes like Peerless. Kind of has like that double oak, kind of like Peerless double oak or something. But I already guessed that it was Old Forester. I think I was definitely wrong on that. Proof wise, it's not as hot as I thought it was going to be. I'm going to lock in 115 on the proof. I just don't think it's super high. It smelled like it was going to be like ridiculous, like 130 plus. But I think it tastes a little bit lower proof. I know I'm wrong on the distillery though, because that's definitely not Old Forester. So those answers are locked in. So yeah, thank you for talking Women of Whiskey. Yeah, I gave them a bit of a shout out earlier. Awesome stream they did last night. Regs Lugo says, I'm sipping on Russell's 10. Oh, nice. I haven't had regular Russells in a minute. I've tried a couple single barrels, but I have not had the standard ones. And I know I used to love it. So I got to pick up another one of those. Stacy H is in the house, the winner of last week's giveaway. I don't have a giveaway tonight just because these are not my samples. I did see a message from Brandon earlier. I forgot to acknowledge it. He said that Spencer, the Whiskey Hammer, helped him put together this flight. So huge shout out to you, Spencer. Thank you so much for helping out with that. So I'm really excited. But yeah, Stacy won the giveaway last week. Her samples should be hand delivered here shortly. As well, I hope to have her on the stream soon because she has some amazing Irish whiskey that I know she wants to share. So y'all might be seeing some more Stacy here soon. Any banana hints in there? No, I thought on the nose it kind of smelled like Old Forester, but I definitely think that was the wrong answer there. I really don't know distillery. I'm just leaning towards Peerless now that I've tasted it. But proof I said about 115, so might be a little higher. But I'm going to lock that in and move right along to sample B. So not feeling too confident so far. Let's go ahead and go to see what the question is for B. So B, the nose, name this type of whiskey. So based on my last blind flight I did with Brandon, I know he probably means like, is this a bourbon, rye, Irish, or Scotch? Not necessarily the mash bill, like is it a wheated bourbon or a rye bourbon? But it could be that. I might, if I can tell, I might be able to tell you that. But I think this just means the actual type. Like, is it Tennessee whiskey? Is it bourbon, rye? Like I said. So let's go ahead and pour sample B. All right. Name the type of whiskey. I've never tried Peerless yet. Yeah, Peerless, you know what? I love their distillery. I love their brand and their bottles and everything. The problem is their whiskey is just, it's hot. It's hot and it's typically a little younger than I like my whiskey. But wait, why did Brandon say my bad? What happened? I don't know why he said my bad. Nothing. This is going great so far. All right. Let's go and give this a nose. Because I wasn't sure about the type of whiskey. Yeah, no worries. I'm basing it off our last blind flight. Oh, that's weird. That's different on the nose. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, man, that's almost like weedy. Like wheat, not weedy, not like cannabis. I almost want to say wheat whiskey, but I don't. There's so few wheat whiskeys out there. It's super sweet, so sweet. I'm going to say wheat whiskey. I'm going to go with my gut. Now, I know last time I did that, if y'all caught my podcast a couple weeks ago, I said that a whiskey was wheat whiskey on the nose and it ended up being George Dickel. So, like, I may not know what a wheat whiskey smells like. I haven't had one in a good bit. I've had some bourbons that are wheat mash bills, but I have not had a wheat whiskey in forever. So I don't know why I keep choosing that. I obviously, like, go wrong every time I do it, but as Rex says, go with your gut. So that's what we're doing here tonight. It's kind of testing out my gut feelings and see how things go. Thank you, Joe, for continuing to drop the links. Yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram. I saw he posted that link earlier, as well as become a member of the channel here and get access to emojis like the Cliffy emoji. If y'all are members here on YouTube, drop your emoji so everyone can see how beautiful those are. Also, it does just another way to support the channel. I like giving you guys whatever platform you feel most comfortable supporting on, whether you want to do super chats or joining the membership here on YouTube. Your support means the world to me, and y'all make this all possible. So thank y'all so much for that. Vaseline kind of note. Well, it does have like a sweetness, and it's not like a corn sweetness. That's what made me think it may not be. Man, going back to it though, that's tough. It's almost like a kind of like a barnyard kind of note on the nose, but That's a tough question. All right, let's go ahead and go to the question for the palate on B. What's the proof? He's asking the proof again. All right. All right, let's go ahead and try it. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's super crafty. I don't feel like I feel like it could still be a wheat or a wheated bourbon. There's like some kind of like softness there. Proof wise, that's hot. I'm going to say, I'm going to bump it up. I'm going to go to 120. I'm going to say 120 proof on that one. It has a really nice finish too. Wow. That doesn't taste like anything I've tried before, but I need to get my hands on it. I have a feeling I'm thinking like maybe it's like an old elk or like I know we talked about Frey Ranch for the longest time at the last meetup, and I had not tried it. So there's a chance. I think that's a Weedo one as well. I could be wrong, but this might be Frey Ranch. I don't know, but I like that a lot. That's super interesting. So different than what I expected. Rex asked, what tasting notes make me think it's crafty? Great question. So I think crafty to me is like a dusty kind of corn kind of note. Like you're getting like that grain, that raw grain note versus like an oak or, more of the darker caramels or like the baked dessert kind of notes. To me, it's like more raw tasting, if that makes sense. I know it doesn't really make too much sense, but yeah, it's just like a very grain for like the dust in the air that's settled after, you milled some corn. To me, that's what I call a crafty note, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, dusty, not necessarily in the kind of dusty kind of way that like, not like vintage bourbon, not like 70s bourbon. That's a different kind of dusty kind of note. And there's also like musty, like a closet or like something like old attic-y. Not quite that either. This is just literally like the corn dust. It's like the corn bone in a corn cob. But no, that's interesting. That's super unique. I don't think I've had that one before. So I'm really curious to find out what B is on the palate or on the bottle reveal. I'm also going to guess all these bottles before the end, before we get to the results. Does sharpness have a say in this? I think so. I think if it's sharp and very like upfront with that dusty kind of grain quality. What about you guys? What would you describe like a crafty kind of note as? Y'all may not even ever use that note, but it's always the first thing that comes to mind when I taste that kind of grain forwardness of it. Yes, make sure to hit the thumbs up, y'all. 26 in the chat. Thank y'all so much. I know some people are watching on Facebook as well. Make sure to hit the like button on Facebook. And follow the page if you're watching on Facebook. I do plan to do more of these Facebook cross stream things, just to kind of broaden my audience a bit, because I know a lot of you guys are watching on different platforms. So I appreciate all the thumbs up wherever we are. So dry corn feed dust. Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. Absolutely. Okay, well, let's keep it going then. We're you know what? We're doing good on time so far. So Brandon says my lips are sealed. He's not revealing anything yet. So okay, Brandon, I trust you. I'm just gonna keep going with my gut. Let's go ahead and go on to sample C. So let me go ahead and pull up the question for that. Sample C. Oop, almost. I was like, oh, I freaked out. I thought I got to the answer, but that was just the questions. Okay. Nose questions, sample C. What is the proof? Okay. So Brandon, if y'all listen to the podcast that I did with him, picking up the proof on the nose is super difficult. Like you can tell if something's high proof or low proof, but actually picking up the actual proof of it just based on nose alone is so difficult. I think if there's any of those questions in Matt Madness, I'm going to struggle. And I just imagine him pulling that clip right there and using that for the stream. Oh, whoa. What the frick is C? That's not whiskey. What the heck is C? That is some kind of like brandy, like... Brandy, did you give me brandy? That is not whiskey. That's like some kind of apple brandy or something. That's so weird. What's the proof? Dude, I don't even know what this is in the glass. I mean, proof, it's so hard to... I'm just going to go with my gut and go with 100 proof, because I have no earthly idea the proof based on that nose. What the heck? What did y'all give me? I blame Spencer for this one, whatever it is. This is going to be weird. Cheech is in the house. Good to see you, Cheech. He said, don't forget the like button. Yes, I just told them about that, so thank you so much. Peter White is also here. Peter, good to see you. It's been a minute. I'm glad to have you back. Craft note I get is oak. Okay, so there's a note that I've described as like a new wood kind of oak, or like a green wood. Like if you break a tree branch and it's like green a little bit sappy. Sometimes I call it a Home Depot note. Like you just like carved, like you just sawed some wood, some sawdust. That note is sometimes there on young whiskey too. I think that's also, but that's not always the case. I've had that on some older whiskey, and I'm always surprised. I'm like, how is this whiskey 8 years old and has that craftiness? So, or not craftiness, has that has that kind of young oak kind of note. But absolutely, I've gotten that note before. Deathless Dog says I'll get a bitter herbal note on a lot of crafty stuff, not like a sweet clove or mint. So I think that's exactly what I was just talking about. That green, the green wood I always describe it as like you break a limb and it's like a little green and new underneath it. For sure. Adriana's in the house. Good to see you. On phone, so hard to tag, but cheers all. Cheers to you. Y'all go check out Whiskey Mountains, another incredible channel here. Just getting caught up in the chat. Reg says, through my limited experience, if I sense wine type of notes, I think finished, and that leads me to crafty or smaller distillery. Well, yeah, but a lot of the bigger distilleries are doing a lot more with finishing these days. But yeah, it used to be the case. The like Woodinville was doing all these crazy like oak finishes. By the way, I just want to mention, if anyone is watching on YouTube, maybe for the first time, and you're not yet subscribed, the button's right there. It would mean a lot to me if you hit that. On future streams, I may turn on subscriber-only chat, just because I've been seeing a lot of bots in a lot of people's chats lately. I want to prevent that. So if you are a subscriber to the channel, you get access to like our chat in the future. But just want to give you guys a bit of a heads up. It's everyone tonight, but in the future, I will probably limit it to subscribers only. You just have to be a subscriber for 1 minute beforehand. So just want to give you guys a heads up there. Why am I blurry? There we go. So yeah, just as a way to keep back down the bots. Slap shots in the house. Whiskey burger. Friggin' apples. You know what? But it's like not whiskey. I don't think that's whiskey. We've switched Clifton whiskey with Folgers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Brandon's definitely, he's done something with this whiskey. That's not whiskey. Big Vic says, cheers. Good to see you, Big Vic. And Juan is here. Brandy, did you get me brandy? Juan is also going to be featured in tomorrow's podcast episode. Juan, I'm putting out the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill flight we did. So really looking forward to hearing y'all's thoughts on that. Get caught up. Wow, I'm like behind the chat. I never do that. I always complain about people that get behind the chat, and like here I am. Look at me. Whiskey Reaper's here. Good to see you. Subscriber chat is like only. Oh yeah, no, it's completely free. Not just members, it's just subscribers. So just it's free. If y'all support me, I'll support me. But I would never limit my chat to just people that give me money, because I appreciate all y'all just for watching. So, all right. C. The nose, yeah, I said 100 proof. I have no idea. This is so weird. If this is whiskey, it's some kind of weird malty rye thing or something. I don't know. All right, let's go to the sample, the tasting question on sample C. What do you got for me, Brandy? No. Name the type of whiskey. That means it's got to be whiskey, right? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Well, this don't taste. So let me try this one. Cheers. Ugh. What the frick is that? But it tastes familiar. It kind of tastes familiar, but I don't know exactly why. That's like some kind of like melted tire. Not like peaty, but like really like, oh, what is that? The type of whiskey? Oh my God. I have no idea. It's definitely like some kind of weird ass finish on this. I've tasted this taste before, which is concerning. Like, why have I tasted this? Where have I tasted this? It's honestly not that far off from Malort. I'm not even joking. It honestly tastes a little bit like Malort, and that's what I was going to say. Malort. Unless you fucked with me and this is Malort. I've tasted this before, and I have tasted Malort before. I think you're fucking with me. What is this? I'll pour a little bit more. I'm very confused. Don't finish your whiskey in asses, says Chris. Oh, man. Yeah, Brandon is in trouble. What is this? Oh, my gosh. So he says she's drinking one of the samples I have for you, the Liberator Double Port Cask Strength. No idea what that is, but that sounds amazing. I love port whiskey. Or not port whiskey. I love a port finish. Oh, my gosh. That sounds amazing, Stacey. I can't wait to try it. All right, Malort. Well, so the people that make Malort do have a bourbon, but it's not like it's finished in Malort casks. It's actually just MGP. So this definitely isn't that. Unless it is finished in Malort cask, then, maybe. I mean, since it said, I'm gonna go on the question. It says, what type of whiskey is this? I want to say it's a rye whiskey because rye whiskey is the only thing that can, I think, take on that much flavor of whatever the hell this is. It's not a Scotch. No way. It's not peaty. It's got like a little bit of that rubbery kind of thing, but not peat. I'm gonna say rye whiskey. We'll go with it. We'll see what it is. Watch it be freaking Malort. It's been a minute since I've had Malort. That's so familiar. I know I've had that one before. I can't wait to see what that is. I mean, I can. I'd rather not know what that is. But let's go ahead and move on to sample D. So we got 3 more to go. Then we're going to guess the bottles. And then I'm going to get to the results. Oops, that's C. Almost messed up there. For glass D, let me get it poured before I show you. So I feel like I need to rush through these because, like, at some point I'm going to accidentally click the answer key versus the question, then I'm going to actually see the answer. So I'm trying to get through this before Cliffy shows up. So let's go to the nosing questions for D. Is this a finished whiskey? That's not Balcones. No, it's not that kind of funky. Balcones is funky, but it's not the same. Risley whiskey says Patrick. It's not Balcones, guys. It's not. There's no way that's Balcones. It's just weird. Man. All right, so I'm doing sample D. By the way, it's in my Independent Joe glass. Joe, drop your own link. I know you've been dropping my links all night, but drop Joe's link. Y'all go check out his channel. I hope to do a live stream with him in person sometime soon. D, is this a finished whiskey? So D is also weird on the nose. This is almost like Old Potrero on the nose. It's got kind of a little bit of like a musty kind of funk. Not like a rye, not like a rum cask, but I'm going to say, yeah, I'm pretty certain that this D is finished. So I'm going to say, yes, finished. That's also another weird one. I don't want to know what the tasting question on that is. Oh man, that's weird. That's like, the first thing that comes to mind is Old Potrero, which I've only had once ever. All right, let's go ahead and go to the taste question on D. By the way, I'm keeping track of all my answers. I have them over here. So D, name the type of whiskey. Oh gosh. All right, this one's gonna be a weird one too. Oof. Let's go. Also weird. I'm thinking that's Old Potrero. I'm not doing bottle guesses yet, but that's definitely. I'm gonna say that's the rye whiskey because I'm gonna assume that that's the answer. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna say it's a rye whiskey because that's the question. So let me say rye on that one. The Jephthah picks are sourced though. I actually haven't had Jephthah. I know there's some mixed. There's actually mostly bad opinions on it. I just haven't tried it. Jephthah does have a bourbon. I have a pick that's actually really good. Oh, nice. Very cool. So yeah, that's interesting. I forgot that I have to go back through and name these bottles. So let's keep it moving. Halfway through the stream, by the way, if y'all have not yet hit the thumbs up button, does help out a lot. So appreciate all y'all tuning in. So as we do the last 2 samples here, and then we're gonna get to the results after I guess all of these. So let's go ahead and pour sample E. So let's see what our question is on this one. So nosing question E, the distillery. So we're back to naming the distillery. Okay. Okay. I gotta clear my palate because those last 2 are funky and weird. Heather says it's all a bunch of crazy mix match bourbons. I mean, honestly, maybe. I mean, these are weird. I think knowing Brandon and Spencer, they're probably just messing with me, and these are probably all like really weird and like obscure things that I'll never guess. All right, let's go ahead and nose E. What was the question again? The distillery. Okay, we're back on Earth. We're back in. I don't know if this is Kentucky or not, but we're back on Earth. Okay. Man, that's so familiar, but so something I have not had recently. I think it could be Kentucky, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me notice that again. That's familiar. It's familiar, but like not so familiar that I can name it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna be blind here. Sometimes make me think wild turkey, but that can't be right. It's definitely like it's weird. All right, I'm gonna like pass out from the fumes of smelling that. I'm gonna just say wild turkey. It's honestly just a blind guess. I have no idea what sample E is. All right, let's see what the tasting question for that one is. All right, taste question, sample E. What is the proof? Okay, might be able to do a little bit more. Might be able to get a little bit more on the palate, maybe the proof. Whiskey Reaper says, I love how there's so many ladies in the chat tonight. Yes, absolutely. Women of whiskeys and the channel and the women here tonight are incredible. I'm loving seeing all the diversity in the past couple of years. Keep it up. Let's see more diversity. Let's see more people of different, races, ethnicities, sexualities, gender identity, all that stuff. I love it. I love seeing so much diversity on YouTube, especially in the whiskey world where it's typical, white guy like me doing it. So love seeing all the diversity out here. So cheers to the ladies in the chat and the men and the non-binary. Cheers to everyone. Just play it safe. Just cheers to all the amazing people in the chat and pets and aliens, however you identify. Okay, proof. That's lower than anything I've had tonight. That's so familiar, man. That's a really nice finish on that. So it definitely tastes a little bit finished. I don't think it's wild turkey though. I think that was wrong, but proof. I'm gonna say. Let's try it one more time. That tastes vintage. That tastes like something from like the 80s. I'm gonna say 90 proof. I'll play it safe. Say 90 proof. And then hold on. One more. There we go. All right, sample F. I forgot we had 5 here tonight. This is the last sample tonight, then we're going to get to the results. All right, sample F. First of all, you're all saying cheers. Yes, cheers to the people. Well said. Thank you. Love trying to cover all your bases there, including, pets and aliens or whatever. What are some of the experiences you're focused on when trying to figure out proof? Chest fill, throat burn, etc. Should I tell this, or would Kira and Cam potentially be watching, and would they try to steal my secret methods? You know what, Regs, ask me that question again next week, and I'll give you how I did it. I don't want to give any hints and pointers to my competitors that may be lurking in the background tonight. Yes, thank you so much for dropping the link to merch. Yes, if you guys want to get your shirts, including a Cliffy Bus shirt made exclusively for Matt Madness, you can go to bourbonbytes.threadless.com. You can get the Do a Barrel Roll shirt that I'm wearing right here. And it's also it also supports the channel too, but appreciate y'all picking up the merch. I keep going out of focus. I'm working with a new camera here, guys. It gives me some problems sometimes. Yeah. I'm very interested in what this is. Did I answer the question? Oh, there's nothing in my glass. Wow, y'all. Cliffy's trying to get through these samples really quickly before I get too drunk and just can't remember what I'm doing. But I just nosed an empty glass. So let's go ahead and shit. Fuck. We're good. The phone is okay. It's just dripping with whiskey, and there's still samples left. Holy crap. I'm not even drunk yet, y'all. I think I'm just getting nervous because I'm okay. I'm just trying to save my iPhone here. Y'all, time to drink because Cliffy is in the house now. You know what? Cliffy will be right back because Cliffy needs napkins because this is getting everywhere. So give me 20 seconds. 20 seconds and I'll be right back. Actually, give me 30 seconds. And we're back. Okay. The day has been saved. It's still a little wet, but I just didn't want that dripping constantly onto my floor the whole time I was like finishing off this sample. So we're mostly cleaned up. The phone is okay. It just got all over the back of the case, honestly, not in the phone or anything. So we are good there. We are all good. Oh no, don't worry. There's no computers were harmed. My iPhone, I'm gonna have to like wipe it off a little bit more when we're done, but oh my gosh, Cliffy Bus is going off the rails. No, I just fumbled with that sample. Ugh. Okay, we're good. Okay, moving to sample F before I just spill it all and can't even do this. Let's go to the nosing questions. Sample F. What is the proof? Obviously too damn high because because that was a lot. All right, but sample. There's still sample here. Come on now, focus. Hold on. I'm gonna lock my focus. I'm tired of holding up balls like that. Let's see. Focus. Bam. Okay, should be good now. Should be good. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, cue Cliffy Nurse laughter. I should have brought the roll, honestly. Okay. Sample F. What is the proof? Whew, that was a lot, guys. Sorry. Ooh. Smells very appley. I really like this on the nose. Proof. It's really not giving me super high proof, but it definitely smells higher proof than the last one we just had. That smells really good and really weird, but also good. Y'all give me some weird shit. Proof. I'm gonna stick with the 100. I'm gonna go to the 100 proof as well. I think that's a safe bet when I can't really detect if it's low or high. It's like right in the middle. 100 is a good middle of the road for me. So we're going for that. All right. Tasting on F for the last sample here. Tasting question. F. Is this finished? Ooh, good question. It smells so weird. This honestly smells like that. What is that slow distillery? The one that you brought over. We did a bunch of them together. But is this finished? That's the question. Let's try it. Is it slow distillery? What is the one? It's the one from San Luis Obispo, that place. That's what this is reminding me of. It tastes pretty young. Is this finished? It's hard to tell. Do I think this is finished or do I think? Okay, Brandon, question for you. Does toasted count as finished? I'm just curious. Because if toasted counts as finished, I'm leaning towards the fact that this is finished. There's like a little bit more oakiness there that I'm not expecting. So that's just a question for Brandon. If toasting counts as finish. Or what do you guys think? That's good though. It tastes a little young, a little crafty, but very, very good. That there's like a nice oaky toastiness there. So I'm just waiting on Brandon's answer on that right there. Slow, thank you. Yeah, I was like slow. That doesn't sound right, but I get it confused with there's another distillery out of Colorado that also has square bottles. What is that? Is that Lowe's or Laws or something? I get them confused because their bottles look so similar. Whiskey Eyes in the chat. Yeah, I was mentioning. I was over on Whiskey Eyes last night playing some games. Tons of fun. Y'all go check out the replay of that. Toasted is finished. Okay. All right. It can be an answer. Okay. It can be. All right. So I'll say yes. This is finished. I like how everyone shows up right after I just make a fool of myself, spilling my whiskey everywhere. But we're good. No laptops are harmed. An iPhone, maybe. We'll see. We'll see after the stream. Speaking of after the stream, as always, with my Thursday night live streams, I do an after party for everyone on Patreon that is $10 and up. We do that over on Discord in our VIP lounge for patrons only. If y'all are interested in doing that, like I said, every Thursday night, right after the stream, we have an after party, and Cliffy's definitely going to be there during the after party tonight, so y'all don't want to miss that. But yeah, if y'all can support the show for as little as $2 a month, but the $10 tier is where you get that after party, which is so much fun. I love these guys so much. Nothing draws in more people like drama. Ain't that the truth? All right. So, yeah, I'm going to say yes, finish on that. Okay, time to do bottle guesses. So I'm going to go through all 6 of these and tell you what I think it is, and they're going to reveal the answers and then reveal what the bottles are. So let's go back to A. So A, I said on the nose was Old Forester and its taste was 115. Let's see what I get. Let's see what I guess the bottle is. By the way, this is kind of similar to how Mad Madness works. If y'all have ever been curious, like those of you that haven't competed, this is what goes on in our heads during the game while we're trying to figure out, like, okay, I guess this on the nose and I guess this on the taste. Do I agree when I'm guessing a bottle guess? So I'm just doing it out loud for you guys. Hopefully it's entertaining. Hopefully y'all are having a good time. If so, hit that thumbs up. All right, let's try A. A's the one that I said, like, kind of tastes like Peerless, but now that I'm tasting it, it doesn't taste as high proof as Peerless. Every time I've had Peerless, it's always like drank really hot. I just have a little bit more of A before I guess that one. I said it was 115 proof, but I'm second guessing that now that I've tried the whole flight. I don't think I'm right, but I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna say my bottle guess for A is Peerless Double Oaked. I'm locking that in. Chaotic Cliffy process is entertaining. Oh man, I got so nervous. Like I started like sweating profusely. I'm like, but okay, we're good. Marty's here. Did I miss it? Oh, Marty, good to see you. I think you've been here for a minute. Y'all look at their logos. Like I get them confused seeing them in the chat when they're like little versions of them. But good to see you, Marty. Hope you're doing well. All right, going with my gut. I'm going with my gut, guys. Y'all all said it. All right, B. Let's see what B is. I said it was a wheat whiskey, and I said it was like 120 proof. Is Frey Ranch a wheat whiskey? I wish I knew the answer to that, because that would influence what I think it is. I can't look it up. I can't cheat. That's cheating if I look it up. Someone will say it in the chat in a second. I just feel like, oh man, I feel like they would give me Frey Ranch because I feel like Brandon remembered that I said I hadn't tried it because I didn't try it at the meetup. So I could see him sneaking that in there. But it's definitely, to me, I still think it's a wheat whiskey. It could be an Old Elk. That's another one I'm familiar with. That's high proof wheat whiskey. I don't know. Frey Ranch is 4 grain. Oh, so okay. Didn't realize that. Thank you, Joe. I didn't realize that. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go with Old Elk. I'm gonna say Old Elk wheat whiskey. Also, another one that I haven't had. I've had once, and that's the only reason that's like familiar to me. But Brandon said, "Did you want me to answer the Frey Ranch question?" No, I'm locking in my Old Elk. I could be wrong. I'm locking it in though, just because I'm not familiar with Frey Ranch. So, moving on to C. Oh, that was the weird one, wasn't it? Oh God, C. What would be my guess on C? I've had this before. I've had this, and I can't imagine what I thought what it was. It's not Malort. The fact that I'm seriously considering if it's Malort or not is like a problem. I've had this before. Brandon, I've had this before. Oh God, this is so weird. It's like a licorice kind of taste. It's like I'm gonna be so mad when I find this out because I think I've tried this before. I'm just gonna be stupid. I'm gonna guess Malort because it's definitely not Malort, but we're just going with it. It's something that's so weird. It's like in that territory of weirdness. No idea though. Okay, D. I don't know. It says, "Wow, curious to know what it is if it's comparing to Malort." Right? Me too. Look too dark to be Malort. It could be. Weirdness is always Alabama like whiskey. No, I haven't had. You mean like what is it? Haze or what's that one called? Oh, the one that's in Total Wine all the time. Forget what it's called, but it's like the original Alabama whiskey. I haven't had that one. Licorice. Sounds bad. Yeah. All right. D. D was the one. I'm gonna keep my gut feeling on that one. I thought it was Old Potrero rye. Oh wait, you know what? Could also be Willet rye. Ooh, that's tough. They're both funky ryes. I've had more experience with Willet rye than Old Potrero. I'm going to say Willet Rye. Willet always has a really funky note to me that I don't know what it is. It's just kind of like a more, I don't know. Have y'all had any Willet products? I haven't had their bourbon. I know they have like the purple top bourbons that are very expensive. I know Spencer has a bottle of that. So, he could have given me that. I don't know for sure. But I'm guessing a Willet Rye. That's the only one I'm familiar with. It could be Old Patro as well, but it's definitely a weird. I'm going to say Willet Rye. Let's just go with that. All right. E was the one that I said was a wild turkey on the nose, and then I said 90 proof, but I also said E tasted vintage. Let's try it again. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna say like 70s/80s wild turkey bourbon. I don't think it tastes like modern wild turkey. There's something that's vintage about it. And my only experience with vintage whiskey is Jim Beam and wild turkey. Haven't had much other vintage bourbon. I've had some vintage scotches, but this one does not taste like the vintage Jim Beam. That's the only reason I say vintage wild turkey, but I have no idea. All right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Brandon got to try 6 different purple top Willets in Chicago a few years back. Oh man. I'm sure it was amazing. I haven't tried any of the bourbons. Do they have that same kind of funky note that the rye has? I'm curious. Do you really think they'd send you something so expensive? I don't know. You never know. Heather says purple top Willet is good. Yeah, I'd love to try it one day. Clyde Mays. I said haze. Clyde Mays is like cigar whiskey, just weird. Adriana says I have basic Clyde Mays, awful, but heard some other releases are good. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't had that one. Yeah. Hell no. Wait. Oh, what? Give me something that's so expensive. That doesn't taste like. Okay, gotcha. I think he's answering. Does it taste like Willet Rye? So okay, sounds like it's a lot better. All right, bottle guess on F. I said 100 proof, and I said yes, finished. Let me go back to F. I don't really remember what this tasted like. This is the one that I spilled all over the freaking floor. Man, that's familiar. That's the one that I said tastes like that slow rye, right? Yeah, I think I said like slow rye whiskey. I don't know which finish. Maybe the beer mash or whatever that one was. I would say beer mash because I don't know exactly which ones that was. But Joe said I would send any whiskey. Joe, freaking incredible man over there. He sent me a flight that we did on his channel that included a William LaRue Weller blind, and I was like, before I even knew what it was, I was like, this is like delicious. This is like one of the best things I've ever tried in my life, and obviously it was William LaRue Weller. So this man is very generous. Y'all gotta, Joe, I told you to drop your link earlier. I don't know if you did, but drop your link. Y'all go subscribe to him. Go check out that video after the stream because that was a fun one. It was a few months ago. So, but definitely check that out. All right. So I got my guess. My guesses are locked in. Y'all ready for some results? Let's see how I did. All right. Let's go to sample A. So sample A, the question on the nose was name the distillery. I said Old Forester. The answer for A, dang it. I was freaking, okay. I was thinking Heaven Hill, the first thing. I wish I would have said don't second guess yourself earlier in the chat. Because the very first thing, I mean, y'all notice if y'all go back and watch it, I said, desserty. And I was like, that's going to be Heaven Hill. But I was like, but then I started getting banana. And I was like, oh, it's throwing me off. I'm getting banana. Heaven Hill. Wow. I hate to say that, like, I hate that I second guessed myself there and I went for the banana fruitiness. Dang it. Oh, man. Heaven Hill was my first guess, but I changed my mind. I didn't say it out loud, so y'all could think I'm just bullshitting. But no, I'm serious. It was my first guess. Okay, so I did not get a point for nose. All right, on A, the tasting question was what is the proof of this whiskey? I said 115. Let's see. So A, the taste question was 110 proof. Okay, not too far off. What is it? If I'm within 5 points, I get like 1 point. And then if I'm like, it counts its way up, I'll give myself 1 point for that because I did say 115. So I got 1 point so far. Doing great. Man. Okay. So sample B. Let's see. Sample B, you asked, the nose question was, what is this? What type of whiskey is this? I said a wheat whiskey. Let's go and see what sample B was on the nose. Was this a wheat whiskey? Oop. Yeah, there we go. Nose answers. Oh, no. I was wrong. Oh, my gosh. It's a rye whiskey. What? What? Oh, I'm so confused of what B is. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. So you asked the proof on the taste for sample B. I said 120. Let's see what the proof was on sample B. 126.66 proof. So I'm aiming like the first one I aimed high. This one I aimed low. I don't get any points for that. I was more than 5 off. Wow. Okay. Oof, not doing too well so far. All right. We'll do the bottle reveals in a second. All right. On sample C, you asked the proof on the nose. I said 100 proof. Let's see. The nose was 94 proof. I was a little bit off, so I did not get a point there. I was 6 away from guessing that one. Okay. All right. Not too awful, but not close. Close only counts in, what is it? Something in horseshoes. I don't remember. What is that phrase? Y'all tell me. All right. So did not get a point there. And then on taste, I said it was a rye whiskey. Let's see what the taste was. Oh, what? American single malt. Huh, that was the one that I guess was Malort. What on earth is this? American single malt. Man, I have no idea. Oh, man, I'm not doing too hot. Oof. B proof. Oh, hold on. So there was the typo. Sorry, on my answer card. So B's proof was 116.62. So there was just a typo in the answer. Okay, so I get, how many points do I get? So that's, I guess, 120. So I was like, I'm going to give myself 2 points for that because, like, the percentage there. I'm going to get 2 points proof on that. Okay. Yay, we're not doing awful. All right, so 3 points so far. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Thank you. I knew my fellow South Carolinian would help me with that. Thank you, Adriana. And everyone else. I see Perry, Donnie, Mark Vasco. By the way, welcome, Mark. Good to see you. High West. Ooh, could be High West. I don't know. Yeah, that's the role I'm going with. So I gave myself 2 points on that one. Just a little pat on the back there as I go all freaking Tarzan. All right, let's go ahead and move on to D. So D, the question on the nose was, is it finished? Let's find out. So I said yes, it was finished. Let's find out. It was not finished. Oh boy, tomorrow's gonna be a mess, y'all. Okay. More of a mess than the spilled whiskey all over my desk. So that was not finished. Okay, on the palate, you asked what type of whiskey is this. I said a rye whiskey. Let's see. So that is D. Rye whiskey. We get a point. So let's see. I give myself a point for D. That's 1 point. I didn't get any points on C. All right. So F, our final sample. On the nose, you asked the proof. I said 100 proof. Oh, I was off. It was 93 proof. Man, I got to narrow down those proofs. They're all like, nothing's like crazy off and wrong, but they're not close enough to get me points in the real Map Madness. So I'll keep that in mind. All right, and then on taste, you asked is it finished. I said yes, finished. Let's see. Nope, not finished. No points on sample F. Oh boy, I am not doing well. Oh wait. Did I skip F? Did I skip E? Okay, my bad. I skipped E. So no points on sample F. Thank you, Donnie. I appreciate the help. Cliffy's kicking in now. Okay, sample E. On nose, you asked the distillery. I said Wild Turkey. Let's see. E, sample E, nose answers. Oh, A. Smith Bowman. You know what? I have not had any A. Smith Bowman. That's really interesting. So yeah, this one was weird to me. This one was super weird. It tastes like a vintage whiskey. So I was wrong there. I said Wild Turkey. Then on palate, you asked the proof on E. I said 90. 100 proof. So I was really off on that one too. Okay, sounds like I got to work on my proof in the next day. Don't know how that's going to happen, but oh man. All right, no points there either. So if it's within 10 proof points, you get 1 point. Then it's more if it's closer. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm just making up the points. The points don't really matter here. But it sounds like I would have gotten a good bit more points if that was the rules for Map Madness. But we're going on my rules. I said within 5, you get a point. But good to know. Good to know. Maybe I'll do okay tomorrow. If you get a 10-point flexibility, I maybe would do a little bit better. Brandon says we are still friends, right? I don't know, man. We're about to find out what these bottles are, because then we'll decide if we're friends. Okay. So bottle guess. Y'all ready for those answers? If it's within 4, it's 3 points, and 5 if it's correct. Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. I'm killing it. Not exactly. At least you know ADHD isn't giving a Ferrari away. Oh man, dude, I would have like practiced way harder if there was like there is a prize, like the honor of being YouTube's top whiskey taster, but no pressure. All right, so bottle guesses. I guessed A. I said it was a Peerless Double Oaked. Let's find out what A was, shall we? All right, A whiskey. A was Pikesville Rye. What? I haven't had Pikesville in forever. Wow. That's crazy. Well, I was really wrong with that. Good old Pikesville. I love Pikesville too. It's just been a minute since I've had it. That oak, to me, that has way more oak on it than I would expect from a Pikesville. Huh. Good to know. All right. So B, I guessed was an old elk wheat whiskey. To me, it tastes like a wheat whiskey. I wasn't sure what it was. The answer for bottle on sample B was Woodinville Cask Strength 100% Rye Whiskey. I was really off on that one. I was thinking I was picking up like a softness to it that I associated with wheat. I mean, I got the fact that it was crafty. That was the one that I described as crafty. But it was Woodinville. Holy crap. Did not know that. All right. Let's move on to C, sample C. Brandon says, I thought you were going to get that one being your favorite. Yeah, I honestly did not know. Y'all talking about the Heaven Hill? Yeah, the larceny. Or, why say larceny? The Pikesville. Yeah, it was definitely not the typical Heaven Hill profile that I'm used to. Not the Elijah Craig, not the Hidden McKenna, or even, some of their other larceny, things like that. It wasn't that profile at all. That's why I didn't get it. But, I still didn't get it. Brandon says, blame the Starkeys for that bottle. Distillery only. Oh, wow. That was good. It was definitely tasted crafty, but I would have never guessed Woodinville. Very cool. All right. Sample C. My guess was Malort. What was sample C? Shall we find out what sample C was? Let's do it. Sample C was, oh my God. I knew I'd had it before. I knew it was weird. I said, I've had this before. It's like weird. I was thinking I was honestly thinking at the finish. I was like, this is some kind of like weird, like sour fruit or something. So if you don't know, St. George Baller is a single malt whiskey, but it is finished in like fermented plum wine casks. It's a very, very odd, strange whiskey. I have a bottle of it. I've done a review of it on the channel, and I knew that tasted familiar. I said Malort because I honestly had no idea what that was. Wow. Okay. So got that one wrong. Okay, the next one, sample D. This is the one that I was like Old Potrero Rye, but I was like, oh, it's a little more familiar. Maybe it's Willet Rye. So I was like, I'll just do Willet Rye. Sample, let's see. The answer for sample D was, are you fucking kidding me? Literally, my first instinct was that this was Old Potrero Rye whiskey. And I was like, no, I've only had that once. Maybe it's not that one. Maybe it's Willet Rye. I've had that more often. They're both kind of funky. I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. Oh my God. The whole time I was tasting it, I was like, this is Old Potrero. This is Old Potrero. And then like last minute, I was like, no, that's Willet. Dang. Oh man, I would have got so many points for that. Oh, I'm so mad. So mad. Oh, man. Yup. Go with your gut, damn it. That is what I switched from. Always go with my first thought. Oh my gosh. Ah, so mad. I'm so mad. Okay, I gotta keep going though. I can't get down. Man, I would have had that spot on. Okay, keep it going. Sample E. This is the one that I guessed was 70s or 80s wild turkey. It just tasted somewhat familiar, but I had no idea. Sample E was, yeah, we learned earlier it was A. Smith. Yeah, so John J. Bowman single barrel bourbon. I have not tried that ever before. That was definitely a unique flavor profile. Good to know though. If I taste something vintagey, it might be that one. It's really good to know. All right. So F I said was slow rye whiskey. It tasted. Brandon and I did a stream together a while back ago, and it was a bunch of California rye whiskeys. And this reminded me of that stream. So I was like, I would try a bunch of slow products. But I see what the answer is now. And I wasn't too far off because this was refined rye whiskey, which is another California rye whiskey. We actually tried it for the first time that same night that I tried that slow whiskey. So I had the memory from that actual like stream, but I was confusing it with a different whiskey. So not as mad at myself about that. I feel like, you know what? I was literally referencing something that happened the same night that I tried that bottle. Oh, I am mad though. I definitely thought this was the slow. So, y'all want to know my final score? Adriana says, just apply these lessons tomorrow and subtract 5 from your poor guesses. Yeah, or add 5 occasionally. Yeah, the proof were all over the place. So my score, based on my scoring system tonight, was a 4 out of whatever it could have been. So not great. Not awful, but also not great. Heather says, gut, silly Cliffy. I know. And Adriana says, holy crap, you're going to crush this. I hope so. Like, some of these y'all can kind of see, like, why I was thrown off or, like, why I thought I said certain answers. Like, I mean, there's no excuse for me changing freaking Old Potrero to Willet and then, like, being upset about that. Like, I should have gone with my gut. Y'all have been telling me all along, go with your gut. Should have gone with that. I shouldn't have changed that. Same with on the nose. When I first thought I got on A, the first thing on the nose, I thought it was Heaven Hill. Because I was like, oh, this smells like desserty and, like, yummy. But I was like, oh, wait, there's banana. Maybe it's Old Forester. Should have gone with my gut there as well. So man, only four points, but this was just practice. Tomorrow's the real deal. So, oh man, I'm so excited. When is the tournament live? It is tomorrow night. I'm on the second half of it, so it's a double header. So the first round, it starts at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. My round is at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. That's when I go on. Joe dropping the link there. Thank you so much, Joe. Appreciate you so much, man. But ADHD rules, you've had higher, and you had it'd be a decent Matt Madness score. Very good point, Adriana. Got to keep that in mind because I only gave myself points if it was within 5 proof points. And I also see my aunt is tuning in from Facebook. Hey, Aunt Kathy, good to see you. Are you drunk? Well, I have just had 6 whiskeys. Trying to do a bit of training for I have a whiskey tasting competition tomorrow night. So I will say I am thoroughly drunk by this point, but we're wrapping up now. So I'm going to go hang out with my patrons and then we're going to sleep it off. So, but good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. It's always good to have family in, but not when you're drunk and you feel guilty about it, but good to see you. Swan says there was some weird ass ones in there. You didn't say ass. I don't know why I threw ass in there. There were some weird ones in there. No worries, my man. By the way, Frey Ranch has 100% wheat whiskey and 100% oat whiskey. So it could have very well been Frey Ranch. Thank you for letting me know that, Brandon. Whole flight was weird AF. My aunt says, good to see you. Good to see you too. Thank you so much for... It's late there. Why are you up? Not drunk, training. There you go. This was a tough flight. It really was. But hey, thank you so much, Brandon. Thank you so much, Spencer. I almost said Swan. I mean, thank you, Swan, for being here, but also thank you, Spencer, for the stream. Thank y'all so much for watching. This has been so much fun. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure to like the page before you leave. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe down below. If you want to see my follow-up stream after I do either really well or really bad tomorrow night. But thank y'all again so much for watching. Patrons, I'll see you over on Discord for the after party. Same places, normal on Thursday nights. But I hope the rest of y'all have a wonderful night. Wish me luck tomorrow. Say a little prayer for me that I do a little bit better and I don't spill the samples tomorrow night like I did tonight. But This was so much fun, and y'all being here, seriously, fun one. Yes, cheers. See y'all tomorrow. Cheer on the Cliffy bus. Oh yeah, well, I'll end with this. The Cliffy bus is coming. Cheers. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.